by Hertig, and it's 15-2 now as Lebanon gets on the board. And their second hit of the inning. There'll be a courtesy runner as they'll bring in Isaac Pruitt to run for Hertig. So a 2 RBI single from the Lebanon catcher. Scores Stutz and Buchanan. Cuts it to a 13-run lead for the Cats.
Number 7, Logan Smith.
But like we said, if you can just hang around and keep this thing 9-8 runs before we get to the fifth inning, because you can't play if you're down by 10.
That's right.
At that point, like you said, and you can sort of chip away or get closer than that if you can get that far. 0-1, and this one misses outside with a breaking ball to Smith. Pruitt, a pinch runner over at first, stretching out a lead.
First base.
Isaac Pruitt. Mark's getting ready for fall with Tennessee. Breaking ball, swung at and missed. It's one of those that I'm sure if Smith could look at that one, he'd realize that one was way off the plate. And the way Griffith's been struggling this inning, it's a pitch you can't give him. Kind of teetering here.
Yeah, and I think if he gets a strikeout, he'll get his mojo back, which isn't what you want.
1-2, ripped down the line by Malumba into left. Rounding second, he'll hold there. A base hit for Smith as they held Pruitt at second base. Runners at first and second. That's 3 hits this inning for Lebanon, and they've got something brewing with nobody out. And they've sent 5 now, or now 5 to the plate with Buchanan coming up. (15-2) the score. Really, one of the bigger numbers that looms out on the scoreboard is 5 errors by Lebanon on a team that has been sound defensively for the most part this year. As that one misses high, 1-0 to Buchanan. White on deck and Booth in the hole.
Griffith has got to slow down.
2-0 now as that one missed down and away.
When you're finding the zone, you're pitching great. It's great to work fast, but right now he's not hitting. You got to slow down and find it yourself.
That one a called strike, 2-1. We're so used to seeing him just dominate hitters, and Lebanon now giving him some problems here. As there's a 2-1 chop towards short. Bradley waits on the high hop.
Where was the
only play will be to first, and he'll get him 6-3 for out number 1.
I didn't like it. I thought there was a chance for, get the runner at third and first base, or second and third, or second and first. You had a lot of options there. I didn't like just taking it to first base.
Yep, both runners move up, so it's runners at second and third base. With 1 down as now Matthew White comes to the plate. 15-2 the score. So Lebanon with a big chance here, 2 in scoring position as a breaking ball called strike. Just 1 out in the inning. So Zach Griffith struggling here in the 4th.
A great pitch there, just to have it wheel inside and come out and hit the black part of the outside corner.
0-2, so he's coming right back here after getting the ground out to get ahead of White. 0-2. Griffith from the stretch fires this one, a breaking ball, a check swing to the mound. Griffith will
you got to check the runners. You got a runner problem here too.
An issue right there between
got
second and third, and they throw out Smith as he was going to third base for no reason. He just took off running and didn't realize the guy was in front of him. He thought he was going on the chopper. Kind of forgot where he was on the field, so it goes 1-3. 1-3-6 for the double play. 2 runs in the inning on 2 hits. No errors and just the 1 left on. So even after all that, a good opportunity wasted by Lebanon with 1 out, runners at second and third. They can't get anything out of it. 15-2, Cats lead it as we head into the bottom of the 4th inning, which is also the shout-out inning. So hopefully you came through with some shout-outs here
up?
for Mark and me. Let's see what we can get from social media.
I guess if nothing, we can do, Dave McDowell giving us a little shout-out.
Yeah, I saw that.
Alex Tabor asking what the greatest first inning in VHS history is. Well, I'll be honest with you. We haven't been here that long to know very many innings, and of course, as people know, I'm from Tennessee side, went to Sullivan Central High School, and Dylan here, being from the mighty Rebels of Patrick Henry, this has to rank up there in our all-time best innings of VHS history for us.
In the situation, too, that coming off a no-hitter, I mean, we don't have a lot of broad knowledge. You'd probably have to ask James Sword or Coach Daniels that one. But I would say this first inning tonight, would be tough to beat. The fact that they came through with 12 hits, 12 singles in the inning, and 12 runs in a game where first place is on the line late in the year. I think we have to put this one up there. We thank you for tweeting that one in, Alex. And Mark, we can go to our comments on your photo we put about your final broadcast. We have several comments.
And thank you to everybody. I mean, you have Bearcat basketball out here. You have Tyrone Foster. You've got a lot of people. One of my good friends, Vol Recruiting 98, I talked to him a lot about some recruiting stuff going on. One of the most meaningful, my friend Dylan here jumping in, telling me thank you. And, of course, the many likes, retweets, favorites. It's been a pleasure being a part of the Bearcat family, and I hope to be back one day and doing the same thing I'm doing right now. It's been a blast, and I've loved every minute of it, and thank you guys for welcoming me in with open arms.
Yeah, we both became Bearcats pretty quickly as counts 1-0, and Devin Campbell getting an at-bat and a rip into left center field. A base hit for Devin Campbell as he just pulverized that one. On the first pitch he saw, he was pinch hitting for Zach Griffith. A guy who doesn't get a lot of playing time comes through on senior night. As Mark says, senior night magic for a base hit and keeps the singles going, as it's 14 hits, 14 singles for the Bearcats this afternoon. Here in the bottom of the fourth inning. In the shout-out inning, we thank everybody for tweeting in. I think we have another one, too. I believe Andrea Carroll, Lane's mom, tweeted in. Shout-out from Sugar Hollow at the boys' soccer game in a lightning delay. We'll miss you, Mark. So they're listening.
Thank you, Carroll family. You guys have been great to me as well. I mean, a bunch of families, the Rose family, gosh, I wish I could name them all. You all have been great to me, and I really do appreciate that. Harper, thank you, Mr. Brad Harper, for letting me be here. I know a lot of times you wondered if I was going to hop out of the booth or cause a major scene, so I appreciate you sticking with me the whole ride.
Dr. Perigin, too.
Yeah, Dr. Perigin. I appreciate all the gear you guys have hooked me up with tonight, a bunch of parting gifts. Man, I really do appreciate all the love.
2-1. This one, a line drive into center. And it'll hold up just long enough for Buchanan to get his glove up and make the catch off the bat of Lewis. Goes a fly out to dead center for out number one. Devin Campbell still on at first. And now Tyler Anderson will come to the plate. Nolan Haas on deck. And we have a couple of comments on our Facebook page we could probably get to here during this inning. If you're just tuning in, it is 15-2 Cats leading.
Number 17,
yeah, on that image on Facebook that we shared, we got Tracy Robinson. Of course, they're always real. Her kids are here helping out with baseball with the Pirates, and they're a Tennessee High bunch, but they said they'd miss you at the Pirate games too, and best of luck to you. And Lisa Dean, Matthew's mom, but
Dean,
thanks, Mark, for all
Thank
your
you, Robinson family, man. It's been awesome. I appreciate everybody. Coach Schuler, your mom, she's been great as well. Appreciate it, Gail, and the Hutton family. It's been a blast for sure.
And Lisa said, thanks, Mark, for all your hard work as this ground ball's nubbed towards second. Stutes Fields throws there. They go back to second in time for the double play. Goes 4-6-3, and a bright spot there for Lebanon to get out of the inning without a run scored. No runs on one hit, no errors in one, or nobody left on base after the inning-ending double play. 15-2, Cats lead it as we head into the top of the fifth inning. So the ball game in jeopardy here for Lebanon if they can't get a couple of runs here. They need at least 4 here in the final frame. And Lisa, to finish off what she said, thanks for all your hard work and dedication to Bearcat athletics. We'll miss hearing Matthew Dean on the radio. So, of course,
is that my best
iconic call from
is that my best call?
From the Abingdon game with Matt. I think he had 4 sacks in that ball game in the 20-19 win over the Falcons earlier. Back when we first really got going.
Power rank my top 5 best calls.
Oh, I don't know. It'd be hard to. I like the Matthew Dean ones. I like. My favorite thing was in basketball, and I got in those stressful games with the girls' team going to state tournament. We'd be, in a really tight game, and you'd be like, instead of just being your non-biased normal self, you turned into this radicalized, almost like Landon Campbell, going after the refs for a good a minute and a half, and I would just turn and just slap you because I couldn't say anything on the radio. So whenever it got really tight in the third quarter of a game or something before the Cats could finish it off.
We're unbiased radio, all right?
True.
doesn't mean I can't be a fan of somebody. You want to tell me Marv Albert isn't a fan of somebody? You want to tell me that
true.
Uncle Vern isn't a fan? Dude, he's a big Alabama homer. Don't give me that.
So, yeah, I don't know if we can rank all 5, but there has been some funny things from doing a broadcast from a random guy's cell phone and Graham. It was funny.
Concussed broadcasts. Eating at that place with my big knot on my head.
That's true. Yeah, you tried to wear a hat into that fancy. Well, it ain't really that
It's
fancy.
not fancy. It's in a barn, Dylan.
That barbecue place in Richland. That was a called strike right down the middle. What is the name of that place? It's like a barn. But
Something uptown.
You can't wear a hat in it, and Mark didn't like that.
Cousins, yes.
So Mark didn't like that at all, and 0-2 the count. Yeah, that was funny. Then you lost. Somebody stole your credit card on the way to. Where was that? Richland?
No,
that was a girls' basketball.
Yeah, I definitely just left that at the Applebee's, not the Applebee's, because every light bulb in that Applebee's was burnt out on the sign. So that was great. We've had the trips have been a lot more fun. I almost wrecked your car in Richland to going to a Taco Bell. Got cussed out at the Taco Bell in Richland.
Most of the memories were off the air too. So counts 1-2 here. This one inside almost caught the zone.
Man.
Now 2-2 the count. Again, we're in the 5th inning, the final chance for Lebanon. They trail 15-2. This one misses down and away. Now 3-2. Griffith having a hard time getting his control down this half inning, and rain in the forecast again, but maybe this game can get finished before we get too far along.
Man, from the days in the Gene to the Den to here.
Oh, yeah, that might be the coolest thing. You came up with a nickname for our stadium.
The Gene,
for
yes.
football, so quite a bit. Let's see. We got a bunch more coming in now. We'll have to get to those in a second. That was strike 3 looking. Mark, you're getting all this love now, right? Whenever you're leaving, you wish they'd have done it all year, right?
Yeah. I graduated last week. That'd been great. That'd been great to have. And it's been a crazy week. Graduation, had some family come in for that. Trying to get packed up, ready to go. Charter Spectrum's been a pain. Don't ever sign up with Charter Spectrum. You've heard it here first.
No, I've heard about it all day before we got the game on. So that one missed low, 1-0. We have 3 more comments coming in. Shannon Piedmont says, thanks for all you've done for the Cats. And since you're going to Georgia, I have to say one last Roll Tide, go Cats.
Ooh, that makes me sick.
I like the second part of that. I like the go Cats, but the Roll Tide I can't go with either there. And Lisa Dean said, been great having you as part of the Bearcat family. Thanks for everything. Good luck. You will be missed.
That's awesome.
And Stephanie Austin comes through with, thank you for all your hard work. Good luck from the Austin. So that's a triumph right there of tweets through. I'm sure Mr. Harper sitting in the booth next to us would say something nice about you if we had a spare mic.
Maybe on the post game.
Maybe post game we can get that. That one's 3-1. He'll have to muster up some lines there for you. Houchins faces a 3-1 count. Griffith winds and fires. Breaking ball.
Great pitch.
Corner, and it's 3-2.
Kind of wish we could take the people with us like the whole time. Like these trips we've had, they've been a blast. Looking back, the App State trip, that was a blast.
Yeah, I wasn't even with the Cats, but yeah, going to the games. This one's a swing through strike 3.
They would have appreciated the fun that we've had.
It's 8 strikeouts now for Griffith as Preston Steele will come to the plate. The final chance for the Cats, for the Pioneers, that is. No, my favorite memory now that I think of it is whenever I had a night class at Emory and you had to do that playoff game, and I'm driving down the road after getting him set up, and I think we were playing Gate City. I think that's who it was.
Why is it every bad memory you have you want to recall?
It's not bad. I stopped to get gas at exit. I don't know what exit. I think it was at the fairground exit in Abingdon. And you never said the score, and we were like 5 or 6 minutes into the game, and I'm like texting Coach Sidnor, and I'm texting you, and nobody was answering me, so I ended up having to call Reese to tell you to tell the score. You're doing a great job.
Well, I appreciate that, Dylan.
You did your first broadcast in an elimination game of the playoffs, so that was definitely interesting. Is that now 1-2 to Preston Steele. Cats leading 15-2, and here's possibly the last pitch of the ball game as Griffith winds and fires. And we'll have another pitch as that one's fouled straight back.
I think you have the Matthew Dean, me calling it the Gene, and then I think you have to put Bang at least in the top 3 at some point.
Oh yeah, the 3-point call.
And then dad joke segment that falls at 4 to me.
You only have done that for 2 weeks, so we can't really claim that as all time.
That's great. It's people have loved it. It's come on strong. You've hated it. It's made it great.
What are you talking about? The dad jokes?
Yes, you've hated it.
That's true. You haven't done any dad jokes.
You won't let me.
Well, I can't
You
help
kept filling up time with everything else but dead.